So today I want to talk about maybe the most exciting player the Montreal Canadiens have had in a long time. Okay, and I know a lot of Habs fans will point right to number 76, PK Subban, when you think excitement in a Habs jersey. But this Cole Caufield guy, in such a short period of time, this kid who is so small but has the heart of a lion, has absolutely captured the hearts of Habs fans in the short time that he's been here. And I'll tell you what, as somebody who, Johnny Gaudreau is my favorite player in the world, so I know what it's like seeing the small guy who has to overcome all the odds to become a superstar. This Caufield guy, he's impressing me so much. And it's not just the skill, it's the heart and it's the guts in playoff hockey against a big Winnipeg team, a big Vegas team. He's not scared, he's not shy, he plays the same way, and the way he drives right to the middle of the ice, he's not worried about getting cross-checked, slashed on the hands, whatever it may be. He's honestly fearless in that regards, and he even wins puck battles in the playoffs. That's something I love. Johnny would almost never do that. Okay, even in the regular season, going in the corners, it's not Johnny's thing. Cole, I've seen him do it, and honestly, it's kind of blowing me away a little bit. And I'm going to be completely honest with you, Habs fans. During the season there, when he was called up against the Calgary Flames, his first game, yes, when he came in, his very first NHL game in Calgary, I watched him play and I said, wow, okay, this kid's going to be really good. He's going to stick. He's not going back to Laval. But after he started scoring a couple overtime winners and things were starting to go well for him in the regular season, I was like, yeah, that's nice for him, but I don't know. In the playoffs, it's a different beast. We'll see what he can do. I don't anticipate him being able to do too much. Young kid, small. It's going to be tough in the playoffs. And then he comes out and, bookmarked by his huge goal last night against Vegas in Game 3. Ice in his veins to roof that on Fleury. And now, in his very first playoff run at 20 years old, in 12 playoff games, 7 points. That is great for a rookie, and a rookie who, two things here, okay, that's really going to blow people's minds with Cole Caufield if you haven't been following this too closely. First of all, he literally came in for the last 10 games of the season. He didn't get an entire rookie season yet, hasn't played one yet. And second of all, the guy didn't even start the playoffs. He didn't come in until a few games into the Toronto series, and he just started ripping it up right away. That's what's so darn impressive about this kid, is that honestly, I mean, I'm not slighting the Habs here. I'm not telling them that this was a terrible thing, but he wasn't exactly put in the best spot to succeed. Okay, like they give him a couple of games in Laval, he lights it up down there with the Rocket. After his NCAA season ends, he comes up in a really weird spot. A few games left in the season, and the Habs were fighting for their playoff lives at that point. They were clawing with the Calgary Flames and even the Vancouver Canucks to an extent for that last playoff spot. But he doesn't care. Didn't matter to him. He comes in and he tears it up. But that being said, even though I'm not a huge fan of the position that he was put into to end the season for his first few NHL games, no, he was not rushed. Clearly, you can see that this kid was ready for the National Hockey League. Hobey Baker winner here, okay? And people were saying it, that no, he's 20, and I heard it on a lot of really popular shows on RDS, L'Antichambre in French, if you watch that. Like, I was seeing it, and people were saying on L'Antichambre, they were like, no, do not play him here. He's going to get killed against the big boys. Just let him settle in, relax, and he can start playing at the beginning of next season. Are you kidding me? Seriously, man, I think that would have been almost detrimental to his development, given how NHL ready he is. And this is just another example of NHL scouts, NHL experts, I put it in quotation marks, scouting and evaluating players with tape measures, okay? It's not about the height or even the age in this circumstance. If a kid is NHL ready, play him in the NHL. And I understand the risk reward here, right? There's the risk that if you play him in the playoffs and he gets eaten alive, he loses confidence, and your 15th overall pick with a bunch of cachet and hype all of a sudden maybe starts to diminish a little bit. And especially as an offensive player where you get your cookies, your goals, your assists, and that's what gives you confidence, it would be tough. But the reward here, like, dude, now Cole Caufield, he's seen it all. Okay, there's not the excuse that, oh, he's too small for playoff hockey, he won't succeed. He's gone through playoff hockey like running through a brick wall. When he gets to the regular season, he's going to be able to light it up because he's going to be seeing how different it is than playoff hockey. In playoff hockey, it's so tight, there's no space out there. The refs let everything go almost. Well, they're supposed to anyways. Some refs are... We'll not get into that. We won't get into that. But so once he gets to regular season hockey, he's going to have all the confidence in the world. So the reward here of playing him in the playoffs is huge for the Montreal Canadiens. And that's why this is so exciting for Habs fans. And I was excited even before all this. I thought Caufield was going to be a star. But I'll admit, even I had my doubts about him in playoff hockey. I did. Because I've seen Johnny Gaudreau kind of fold when playoff time comes around as a smaller guy. But Caufield's done the opposite. And no, I'm not getting into discussions of who's better or anything like that. I'm just saying that Caufield's mentality, even as a younger player, just seems so rock solid. And it's so fascinating to see. And you can just tell that this is the type of guy that, yes, he's going to go into slumps. Everybody goes through slumps, periods where they're not scoring, not putting up points in the National Hockey League. That's why it's called the National Hockey League, the hardest one in the world. You're going to go through slumps. It's not going to be, cheesecake and rainbows all the time here. But he just seems like the type of guy who's going to be able to handle a slump very well. He's going to be able to have the right mentality. You know what I'm talking about? The big cliche of, you know what? I'm doing the right things. I'm getting my chances. One time, they're just going to start going in. The only time you need to be worried is when you're not getting chances. I just got to find a way to bury them. We've all heard those cliches. He seems like he's going to have that right mentality, and it's not just going to be lip service. It's not going to be him just saying that to the media so they get off his back. It seems like it's going to be real to him. He's going to be able to handle it the right way at 20 years old. And maybe I'm totally wrong here, okay? Maybe he comes back and he turns into a career third or fourth liner like Galchenyuk or something, and I'm completely wrong. But I just think, like, the mix of how dynamic he is, his amazing shot, his playmaking ability. Have you seen how well this dude can pass? I mean, look at the passes he makes over to toffoli and Suzuki. This dude can pass. He's a playmaker. He's got a great hockey IQ. His hockey brain is so developed. And, of course, the shot. We all know the shot. That's the big money maker. But that's only one facet of his game. So I truly think this guy's lined up to be a superstar here. And yes, he will need some help, but that's where guys like Nick Suzuki and Toffoli can definitely help him out. But man, does this guy look special. And not just in terms of his skill and his talent, but between the ears, he seems like such a special player. Yeah, guys, that'll do it for me on this one. Honestly, tell me what you think about it, because I'm so hyped to see this guy play, even in the regular season as well. I think he's got a bright, bright future. And I know sometimes analysts on TSN Sportsnet, they just kind of say that to kind of pander to fans. But I genuinely believe this guy has a crazy high ceiling. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. For more stuff like this, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, notification bell, and I'll see you in the next one.